wow. I mean, there was orange everywhere.
I think there's a mystique that goes along with Mile High.
This stadium is made for football, and it doesn't get any better than this.
The miracle has happened. The Broncos are going to the Super Bowl.
All of a sudden, we're the Orange Crest defense, and it just exploded that year.
Very smart, very quick, extremely aggressive, confident unit.
The biggest thing is everybody on that defense was a hitter.
Get down, Denver. Going to the Super Bowl.
And now we're going to play the dreaded, the hated Oakland Raiders, the silver and black monsters or whatever the hell they are.
Morton is back, throwing the pass for Moses at the 50, the 45.
If there was a bigger moment in the game, I don't know what it was.
Into the end zone. Touchdown.
Game over, and looking out on that field and seeing our fans on that field was probably as good a moment as I've ever had in football.
Everybody remembers that game. It snowed so hard. I've never seen so much snow.
That's probably one of the weirdest games I ever played in.
Packers will start moving from right to left, from south to north. Packers handing the ball off for a loss, and it's picked up on the bounce on a fumble. It will be a touchdown for the Broncos on the first play.
I remember Tom Jackson in the huddle talking about, just they're going to fumble again. Beal at that ball. We're going to rip that ball out of there. And so I was kind of like, yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
This time the handoff is to Clark, and he drives to the right side across the 25, out near the 28, another fumble. This one's picked up on the far side and returned by Louis Wright.
We end up scoring the first 2 plays of the game, on defense.
Everybody else put it on me that we lost the game because of Ernest Biner.
It was just one of those wild games. We got up, we had the momentum.
Yeah, and then they made an unbelievable comeback, and it looked like the game was going to be tied.
38-31 Denver, 2nd and 5 at the 8 for the Browns with 1:12 to go. Those are the Biner trying to slip left at the 5.
So as I'm going to meet Lilly, I pull the ball in, trying to protect it.
He's at the goal line. Biner loses the ball.
Bam, lo and behold, bam, ball's out.
Denver recovers the fumble.
Everything really went out of me. I was done. It was eating at me for a couple of years. I didn't really go ahead and push it to the side. Say, hey, man, you were tripping over that? What was wrong with you? You were really weak to let that control you.
And I can't think of a guy you want at the helm other than Elway in situations like this.
We only needed a field goal, and plus we didn't have any timeouts.
The pressure wasn't on him on being on the 2. The pressure was on us because he had so much time to score, and Elway was just a master of that.
Being chased. Here's Elway. First down at the 35-yard line.
The second 4th down is what I had a problem with. I mean, that's one thing that's haunted me my entire career.
Runs up out of the pocket, lets the pass go. It's caught. Johnson to the 40, 35, 30, 25, and on a bounce at the 21-yard line of the Oilers.
And this time, instead of letting me run the ball, the cornerback came up, and Vance Johnson, snuck behind him, and I dumped the ball over his head.
Here's the snap. The kick is good! Broncos lead 26-24.
Snap a little high. Elam's kick. It's a line drive. It's got enough distance. It is 63 yards. Holy mackerel.
I pretty much knew it was going to be my last game, but I wasn't focusing on that.
And I said, hey, it would be great you to just circle the field. And he looked at me like I was half crazy. I said, no, I think it'd be kind of special.
I love you.
I'm going to miss the intimacy of that stadium.
The fans are the best, and that's what makes Mile High so special.
Nothing to compare to Mile High.
The character that goes along that stadium, I don't think will ever be matched again.
Strong memories indeed, and Brian Greasy is coming back from a 3rd-degree separation, something that you've experienced, TB. How difficult?
Well, the first part of the game will be very difficult because they'd be nervous about landing on it, but after that, after maybe 2nd quarter, maybe 3rd quarter, he'll settle down and should play well. One thing going for him today, he's going against the 31st ranked pass defense and the 49ers. That's going to help him an awfully lot.
Well, you know, the thing, I look back at Mile High Stadium, and it's funny, I see Tom Jackson on there, and he's such a polished guy on television, but he looks nothing now like the guy that used to be a thorn in the Raiders' side. Tom Jackson could have 14 average games and play his rear end off versus the Raiders, an extremely intense linebacker at the outside linebacker position, tremendous competitor, and, of course, chasing John Elway around. What a nightmare.
Were you in shape?
Well, you were after you left there. It was the most difficult place to play, not only from a fan standpoint, but from the air, the lack of air. You're basically playing at a ski resort. And that Denver Bronco team this year has done more to overcome adversity, losing both their starting running backs, Orlandis Gary, and, of course, now Mike Anderson steps in, and Terrell Davis, and it's remarkable what Cris has done. And the consistent with that team really has been the offensive line and Alex Gibbs, and there's rumor that he might be stepping down. I competed against him a number of years, quite simply the best offensive line in football, and if they lose him, they will take a dip.
You know, you busted my chops last time. I coined a new word, unbelievable, and this is what you said, but I won't mess with you on national TV. All right, folks, Minnesota and St. Louis has some outstanding receivers, but this year the best wide receiver, Rod Smith, leads the NFL.